Hey everybody, this is JMR 678 on the gaming. Um, Everybody's already got them now, but the new Honda Civic Type R, 1/8 mile, 1/4 mile, they're hopeless. They literally are. But if you're running a 1/2 mile to a 1 mile, they're an absolute beast. They're fastest cars in Nitro Nation right now, especially for 1 mile. Before it used to be the Supra and the Honda what was it? NCX, something like that. But the fastest car for 1 mile definitely used to be the Supra. But this car, I've only got this one out of 801. And I've just been slaughtering Subras that are upwards of the 900s on the rankings. So that's very, very impressive. Especially since the Subras, which in real life they would have an inline 6. Way more power, but I guess that's just the difference in weight. But I've been playing this game for some time now. God, that just drives me nuts how they reset all that stuff. And if you have any questions, like what is the best cars to choose for what class? Well, for C, if it gives you an option between this one. Now, for one, this car is good for about 1/4 mile to a 1/2 mile. This is a good car for that. Now when it comes to a 1/8 mile, you definitely want this for a C. So far, I find that this is the absolute best car for 1/8 mile. Now, when it comes to your D specs, now, me personally, find for 1/8 mile, and 1/4 mile, this is a good car for that. I got a body kit on mine though, and the Mini Coupe is actually pretty good for 1/8, well, 1/4 and 1/8. Now the Afro or Mayo, that named Red Dragon, these are good for 1/2 mile and 1 mile. And when it comes to, oh yeah, that's also a good car for 1/4 and 1/8 too as well, for C. Oh, I didn't mean to back out there. Oh, come on. And now B's, I haven't really messed around with B's too much. Been more about getting my other classes done. But I know this one, the last one I had fixed up, which I sold, which I regret it, because I had it up at a 750. It did pretty good in 1/2 mile. This car you won't unlock till later on down the road, but it's really not much different from the Chevelle. Now when it comes to the classics, now 1/2 mile to 1 mile, you're definitely going to want the Charger or the Challenger for 1/4 and 1 mile. Now when it comes to 1/8 to 1/4 of a mile, most definitely either A, the Plymouth, or B, the Chevelle. Now, when it comes to your A specs, this car is most definitely good for one half a mile to a mile, and a 1/4. Not very good for a 1/8 mile car. Now, when it comes to your A1s, the Audi is definitely going to almost beat everything in a 1 mile. But if you want to have something that gives it anything to run for its money, the the Ford Shelby GT500 is your most definitely bet when it comes to a 1 mile race. 1/2 to a mile race. That's what this car shines at. I ain't through the vinyl job yet on it. I'm still working on the vinyl. The Hellcat's alright. I mean, I got it because it's a Hellcat. Then you got the Cadillac, which is, it's alright car. It's good for 1/4. Now, if you're wanting a car up to a certain point, if you fix it up to a certain point, you want a 1/8 mile to 1/4 mile car that will 60 foot damn near anything almost. And I'll show you my gear setup here in a minute, which I got to do some more fine tuning to it now because I upgraded the tires, so it kind of threw it all off again. But this is my stats, my times, and the Camaro SS is the most definite for 1/8, 1/4. Now, some cars it will whoop some cars in 1.5 mile. But mine is, I've been having mine for a while. As you can see, it's an 890. It's almost a 900 rank. Now, when it comes to the next stage up with the muscle cars, if you want to do 1/4 mile to a mile, definitely want to go with a Challenger. It's good for a good 1/4, 1/2, and 1 mile. Now for 1/8, Chevelle. So 1/4, it'll hook and go pretty good. Now, I would not choose this car, the A1 Orange. I would not really pick this. It's a pain. It's a headache. I'm at the last stage of the storyline for that class, but you gotta fix it up so much just to beat it, and it's just absolute pain in a neck. So I'm gonna show you what good cars already used in that. I made a mistake when I made that purchase, but I got stuck with it because I don't feel like waiting months on end just to build the money up to buy another one and start from scratch all over again. Let's see here. Yeah, Orange A1. Okay, now most definitely, when it comes to this series, this class, the Shelby is actually a beast in this. From 1/4 to a mile, it's an absolute beast. Okay, you get this tune dialed in right. The the Corvette is a beast to mess around with as well. The 06. Now the rest of the cars, I knew the Hellcat wasn't all that good because I bought it one time and sold it, and that's how I got the Camaro. Now I don't know about the Boss 302 or the Camaro Z28. I have never purchased them in the Cadillac, so I don't really know anything much about these stages, but I do know these two right here are good for this class. Now, I have not gotten, which is one of the last classes, I have not gotten to this point of the game yet. I have not got that unlocked. But from where I can tell, the cars that are used the absolute most from this one is this one, and the Pagani. Now I do not see the Bugatti Veyron too much. Now when it comes to the S race, this is the cars I've been seeing that people have been using the most. Let's see, is that one of them? Yeah, that is one of them. That's one of the cars. This one, people's been using. I haven't really been seeing anybody using the Vipers. And this one. And this one. And people have been using that one. And that's about it. But, oh. Why did they put those things in there? It's just so retarded. Come on, load up. There we go. Thank you. But, yeah, that's about all I could really show or tell you. If you have any more questions, just comment at the bottom of the video, or or anything. I try to help you out what I can. I'm trying to work on some of these cars. They're needs a little bit of gear ratio tweaking, and sometimes I could come across some good gear ratio ideas for the cars. Only reason I have this one is so I could do the events for it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was helpful, because I know some people who's playing the game starting it out, there's always got that one thing: what is the best car to use for what? Well, I showed you what cars, me personally, I think are the best for what mile and so forth and so forth. Now, let me show you how this. Let me demonstrate here. This is the Audi. Okay, let's see here. We launched 1 mile. Like I said, it's a good 1/4 to one. I mean, a half a mile to a mile. It's a good car for that. Okay, let me switch that to 1/2 a mile. Now let's do the Shelby. Now you see there's not that much difference between the two.
Transport anything heavy, oversized loads, machinery, trucks, batteries, and one very specialist was just out more than 3 years. At nearly 4,000 kilometres, it's like driving the length of the UK 4 times on isolated outback roads. And more than 50.
Okay, we'll switch it up to 1 mile.
But for the last 2 months, a back injury has meant he's barely been able to manage a fraction of it. He'll start probably 72 hours. I'm going to get that
But like I said, I hope the video helps you out. See, the time was 21:6:32 for 1 mile. Huh, 6:21:173. Huh, it's actually faster. It's like the Audi is, yeah, the Audi is most definitely faster than 1/4 to a mile. Huh. But yeah, when it comes to 1/4 to 1 mile, if you want to be ahead of the game completely from A1 to A, you can tell it's most definitely better to go with the Audi, because they're not really that far apart. I mean, the Shelby's got 1,275 horsepower, which that comes in on your top speed. And the Audi's only got way less. And the weight is about this, almost not that much of a difference. Actually, the Audi looks heavier. 3,389. Yeah, the Audi's heavier. Huh. Damn. But yeah, I hope the video was helpful. Oh yeah, I forgot this class. This class is also good between 1 mile and half mile. So I call it my Willy Popper, because it don't matter how I get this car tuned, it always launches popping a big Willy. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was very helpful for some new players for Nitro Nation. And you get in the game, if you know, I gotta put this in since I'm making a video. If you're getting into the game and you're looking for a team to join, well, mine's the Burnout Turbo Racing Crew, and you could find me in there. I do have a restriction set, so you really just can't, anybody just can't really join. But you can see it's Burnout Turbo Racing Crew, and you have to have A and to an A1 at least a 3-star with at least a 500 ranking on your car in order for you to join my crew. So we're normally running events like right now. Just me and another member right now is running a big block battle event right now, a team event. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped you out, like I said again. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you have a nice day. And if you have any comments or any questions about any specific cars, please put down at the bottom of the video, and I will try to help you out best I can.